recently watched this rom-com Love Rosie, which came out in 2014, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys. So, I have a huge soft spot for rom-coms. They are my favorite genre. I feel like not as many get made as they used to. However, I feel like in the early 2000s, you could always expect a few to be coming out per month. But now, I feel like I can count on one hand how many I've seen come out in a year. It's just not as popular, I guess, of a genre anymore. But I love a good rom-com. It's like my comfort genre. So funny enough, my boyfriend actually asked ChatGPT to recommend us some rom-coms. And this was one of the movies that they recommended, so we decided to check it out. Okay, so a little bit about the premise. So essentially the movie is actually based on a novel called Where Rainbows End, and it follows Lily Collins as Rosie Dunn and Sam Claflin as Alex Stewart as two childhood best friends who always harbored romantic feelings for each other but were never brave enough to admit it to one another. So it starts off when they ask other people to their high school prom, and then it follows Alex moving to Boston to begin his studies in medicine, and Rosie stays behind in the UK, and she actually has an unexpected pregnancy, so she's busy raising her child. And then the both of them throughout this time period, and then also Alex gets married in Boston, and it just follows the two of them. Even though they're leading separate lives, they're still remaining very much connected through email, through text, through phone calls, through mail. So they're just always remaining connected and always harboring suppressed romantic feelings for one another. Okay, now for how I felt about the movie. So if you are an Emily in Paris fan, this is Lily Collins and her pre-Emily in Paris fame. I definitely recommend you to highly check it out. I think she did such a charming job. Same thing with Sam Claflin. I felt like they were very charismatic in their roles. They had good chemistry. They were very relatable. And oh my goodness, Lily Collins is so beautiful. I cannot get over how beautiful she is. Everyone always calls her a modern day Audrey Hepburn, and I totally agree. She's just so classy, elegant, and yeah, just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. I couldn't get over that in this movie. But anyhow, I felt like the two main leads just had really good chemistry and they really carried the movie. However, I felt like this movie was way too drawn out. I understood the point that the movie was trying to drive towards, which is kind of like, I think they're trying to make some statements about if you're fated to be with someone, like no matter what life throws at you, you're ultimately going to end up with that person anyways. I think like that's the ultimate point of the story that they're trying to drive home. But it was just way too many mishaps, coincidences, like obstacles that kept getting in the way, where either character would rekindle an old flame, get married, have some sort of family situation that kept driving a wedge between them. And yes, Suki Waterhouse is also in this movie, and she plays a high school classmate, Bethany, who dated Alex, and she ultimately, I think it was at a point in the movie, and this is a total spoiler, so do not watch if you don't want to be spoiled and you still want to see this movie. But it was at a point where I was just ready to throw in the towel because there was just way too many, way too many mishaps and obstacles that kept coming in the way between them. And then she appears, and then she rekindles her relationship with Alex, and they're about to get married, and I'm just ready to give up on this movie because, like I said, it was just way too drawn out. And funny enough, I think I read that the novel is actually longer and includes many more years in their lives, and this movie significantly truncated and shortened it. So if I'm already frustrated with this movie, my question is, am I going to be even more frustrated with that book? Let me know if you have read the book and maybe the way it's written is not as tiresome. I don't know. Let me know. But all in all, I actually really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really poignant, it was charming, there were some tear-jerker moments. So to me, I really enjoyed it, and it was a great way to spend a weekend. And again, I love a good rom-com, so definitely I think it's worthwhile checking out. But again, I do have some gripes, one of them being it was way too drawn out. I was getting really tired of the storyline. But I want to know your guys' thoughts, and let me know if you decide to check it out. Thanks!